For thousands of years, handwriting has been the most important and valuable communication device used by humans across the world, whether it be hieroglyphs, characters, symbols, or letters. Only in the past 50 years or so have the tables turned towards this new invention of typing. Though they both have their benefits, I will go over the pros and cons of each. Before we begin, though, I will define handwriting as physically writing out anything by hand using a pen, pencil, marker, etc., anything like that, and typing to be understood as writing by means of a keyboard, touchpad, anything that uses little letters as buttons. First topic we're going to be covering will be learning. Now, typing is really good when you're trying to learn something because you can easily take notes fast in an organized manner and copy it to different sources. But writing kind of takes the cake on this one because of the activation of the reticular activating system, or the RAS. This is the portion of the brain that basically is responsible for tactile learning. Anytime you do anything physical, you activate this part of the brain, and the RAS alerts the whole brain to pay attention, basically. The Life Hacker quotes that the RAS acts as a filter for everything your brain needs to process, giving more importance to the stuff that you're actually focusing on that moment, something that the physical act of writing brings to the forefront. So, in terms of learning, typing is definitely faster and easier to be able to reproduce the knowledge and to share it and to organize it, but writing does tap into the learning portion of your brain. On the topic of learning, there was a 6-week-long experiment conducted to test whether handwriting is better than typing for learning. In this experiment, a phony language was devised that which two groups would have to learn. One group would use a method of typing to study, the other would use a method of writing to study. After the 6 weeks, the writing group far excelled over the typing group in results. This is most likely due to the reticular activating center being switched on for the writing group. What? Focus. Though many argue that typing is much faster than writing, many forget that typing on the computer gives you access to a lot more internet sites that can kill tons of hours. These sites include YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Handwriting, on the other hand, doesn't usually offer these same websites unless you have a piece of paper that can go online. Ah yes, the youthful mind. Whenever we handwrite, we subconsciously try to write better. This makes handwriting literally a mental exercise. And for the elderly, this also engages motor skills and memory. Therefore, this will help keep a younger mind as your body gets older. It also helps you learn new vocabulary, as we said in the past sections. So what's the verdict? It's hard to say. There is no right or wrong answer, depending on who you are. Unfortunately, though, as we're moving into a digital age, we're losing these benefits that handwriting always offered. Though typing is a very useful way to spread information across many venues, it is usually considered faster and has its distractions. While writing is usually looked at in a negative context because it's more work or slower, it also increases the brain activity in both younger and older people because of the reticular activating center being in place, and it also helps with learning new subjects, including math and science. But for the benefit of all society, there needs to be some sort of healthy balance between the two. Quentin Tarantino, world-renowned director and author, said, "Typing is great for cleaning up or even making better a piece of work. But following up with there's still something to be said about facing the blank page, not the blank screen." After all this, technology is still adding and subtracting from the benefits of writing. This is because technology has made it easy to type great amounts of information or data and send it anywhere in the world with ease through a simple text or email. This means that I could send anyone in China who has access to some sort of internet device an entire book from where I am right now in my own home. And for the most part, it has limited the usefulness of handwriting altogether, and has in and of itself created a new type of language that would not be appropriate if it was handwritten. For example, it wouldn't be appropriate to write out a hashtag. On the other hand, technology offers a glimmer of hope on the horizon of this digital age. This glimmer of hope comes in the form of a device called the digital pen. Now, the digital pen, in my opinion, is a very amazing piece of equipment because it literally can translate pen strokes into keystrokes. This is done through a series of cameras and sensors that can feel, track, and monitor your pen strokes, and then, of course, translate them into keystrokes that are recognizable on the computer. The digital pen is literally the cash cow for handwriting in this technological age. It is the only thing this far that'll show that that handwriting can still survive amongst all the keyboards out there, and therefore shows that there is a chance for technology to incorporate handwriting and still be able to reach the masses and have the ease of copying and pasting the information. In conclusion, handwriting is ultimately better for you neurochemically and also activates the RAS when writing, helping you learn things much easier. But with an increasingly digital age, it may just be easier to type a paper up and be able to send it across the world. Whichever you choose, know the pros and cons of each and utilize them to your benefit as much as you can. Happy writing!